Hi everyone, Belfast Historical Society Vice President Josh Cole here, and today we are talking about Lela Anderson Chambers. Lela Chambers was so many things: wife, mother, school marm, farm wife, business manager, town justice, poet, and playwright. She was the sister of Maxwell Anderson, famed and successful playwright. Writing must have been in the blood, as she also wrote plays such as The Battle of Dutch Hill, which was performed here in Belfast and other places, and Tall Chimney, produced here in Belfast. It was based on the old chimney that stood near Route 19 past Transit Bridge. Dan Chambers was Lela's husband. As a couple, they were the pioneer artificial inseminators who started the service from scratch in Allegheny County in 1945. After moving to Belfast, they worked through NYABC, a breeders' co-op headquartered at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, where they had trained to be cattle breeders. They worked with local farmers to improve the bloodlines, thus the milk production and profits of those farmers. They were well liked and respected by their customers and their neighbors. At the same time, Dan Chambers was Justice of the Peace for Belfast, a post which Lela took over for a while after his death. Before moving to Belfast, they had farmed on Dutch Hill in Hinsdale for 20 years with their 4 sons. In a personal tragedy repeated by so many families, they lost 2 sons in World War II. Farming lost its appeal then, so they moved to Belfast to bless our town with their presence. Prior to farming in Hinsdale, Dan had tried foundry work in Wisconsin. That apparently was not their liking, as they shortly left for New York. They had gone to Wisconsin for Fredericksburg, Iowa. There they had been married and lived 10 years. Lela taught school for a couple years after graduating from the University of North Dakota, where she had matriculated after graduating from high school in Jamestown, North Dakota. She and her siblings were the children of a Baptist minister who moved around a lot. Thus, they lived in many places. Later in life, Mrs. Chambers published 3 small poetry books: Reminiscence in Poetry, Serendipity, and Other Poems, and bits and pieces old and new. She also wrote a small storybook called Lenny the Lost Seagull, which is a good little story. Her writings show that Lela had the same talent as her playwright brother and developed it more. As she got elderly, she moved to Olean to be near her family. When she died, she was buried in Hinsdale Cemetery in Maplehurst.